Okay, Liz, Older and Bolder 365, back on the road again. Liz, tell us where we are.
We are in Dublin, Ireland.
Dublin, Ireland. You can see it right behind us here. Okay, we just arrived, and it's like 4:30 in the morning.
Yep.
Flew in from Boston, and here we are. So get ready. We're going to take you on some adventures. Liz, look at the camera. The camera. We are Older and Bolder in Killkenny, Ireland. Killkenny, Ireland. Welcome to Older and Bolder 365. We're now touring with our group leader. Won't be identified. We're in Killkenny. I don't know. Look at these stones. Liz, look at these stones. What did you say? What was the age? Medieval. How old did you say this was?
6th century.
6th century. 6th century. Look at these stones.
2013, the Smith, I can't say it.
Wow. You can't even read the names anymore. They're just so molded over. 6th century here in Killkenny, Ireland.
Killkenny.
And what's the name of this church?
Saint Denise.
Saint Denise.
Oh, wow.
These are people.
Like, remember Notre Dame? The wooden arches that burned down?
And there's a look inside. Right here in town in Killkenny.
Not at the door, Mario.
There's a lady in there on the side looking at you. So right now we're right here in Killkenny, Ireland, which is a couple, 2.5 hours, depending how fast you drive, outside of Dublin. We arrived today. The weather is not perfect, but you know what? You're here. You do what the weather dictates. And so it's a little wet, a little cool, and it has stopped raining. And you can see behind me here, we're in one of the very, very oldest churches here, obviously in Killkenny and in Ireland as well. Okay, we're getting ready to tour the Waterford Crystal here in Waterford, Ireland. Okay, Waterford started here in 1783, and it is the most precious crystal that you'll ever find in the world, obviously. And this is kind of a display of different athletic stuff that they've done. You can see other types of trophies that they have produced, but Waterford Crystal, some of the most well-known in the world. Okay, that's the Irish Open trophy. You can see some of the beautiful work that they've done here. And look at this, a violin. Look at that. Amazing. It's amazing. They have a nice... I'll just take a drink of hers. That's all. You can see they have a nice bar here. We're waiting for a tour time. We're about 30 minutes out from our tour of how they make Waterford Crystal. Beautiful building here in downtown. Found good parking, easy parking, pay for parking. It's very reasonable in a public lot. And a beautiful day here. So we're just getting started. And here's Older and Bolder. Here she is getting her craft cocktail here at Waterford, right in front of all the
Waterford martini glass.
Martini, whatever the hell it is. And here are the ladies getting their drinks here at Waterford Crystal, Older and Bolder, one of a kind, right here. Look at these drinks.
Beautiful.
Look at it. And beautiful ladies. All right, ladies, enjoy.
This is the roots.
Okay, this is inside the Waterford presentation room.
It seems like this is how he gives.
Lizard. There's the lizard. Now here they are in the actual factory. This is all hands-on, obviously. It's all handmade craftsmanship, no robots, no thing. Look, you can see him blowing out the glass right there. Right there, he's blowing out the glass. Right there, the heat's definitely up. Look at the heat there. He's blowing out the glass. The Waterford factory. Yeah, look at that.
Now guys, so come right up to the railing here, you'll have a good look at what our craftsmen are doing. Now this piece here is at the end of our process, our room. This is where our bigger pieces are created. They collect them from our billet machine, which is up the back of the room, and this lets out pre-measured amounts of crystal for our craftsmen to work on. However, once it's removed from the billet, it is considerably cooled down, so they'll bring it over to our porcelain furnace here to get it back up to the correct temperature for pre-shaping, then moulding. Now down below, this is our final, and I'll explain the kiln with this piece here. However, up on the platform, you'll see our craftsman is just beginning pre-shaping using the tools we saw in the mold department. Now these are dipped in water in between. They're also checking for common errors that occur during the build process. Small things such as air bubbles, known as seeds. This is raw materials not being melted down and being stored or filled with our pieces. However, we do have a number of special commissioned pieces that our craftsmen will only see annually, or they'll see it once and then never. Here in this college plastic. The helmet, which is then placed on.
And this is in the finishing department, getting it cleaned up. Wow.
Diamond tip pen to create detail and depth in images. So you'll see it on our screen, our starry night, and a lot of pieces where you see definite white lines. Now our second type of engraving, copper wheeling, uses the copper wheels you'll see at all the stations all around us. They're attached to the blue mechanisms. The pieces are then worked on from the back, and it is used to give a 3D effect to all of our crystal. So you'll see it here in the middle panel. You'll also see it on our...
That's so cool.